Let's get back to the phones at 617-830-4750. A lot going on this week and a lot of people who want to chime in. Let's go next to our caller from the 313 area code. 313, what's your name? Where are you calling from today?
Hey, this is Adam from Michigan.
Hey, Adam, what's up?
Hey, yeah, so I'm not really like a Democrat, but I like some of their policies. But one thing that I really don't like is, I guess in both parties, nobody talks about reducing taxes. And
Hold on. Did
I
you
mean,
say,
if
I
you
just
look
want to
for
make
like
sure,
the average,
did you say nobody talks about reducing
yeah,
Texas, the state of Texas, or
no,
taxes?
no, no, taxes, like yeah, like
Oh, I think both
yeah,
parties talk about
tax.
reducing taxes just for different groups of people typically.
Well, okay, so I'll say, I mean, like taxes. They talk about the rich, but like when it comes to like the middle class.
Hmm.
There's even with Trump, like his tax plan, it didn't change much. So cause yeah, so like like they talk about like benefits and stuff like that, but like the average person, if they're making like 60K, they're gonna be paying like state, federal, local, could be like 15K in taxes, and if you include like stuff like property tax, you're paying like 20K. So I see that as like a like just any like basic budgeting, you got to reduce your costs, and like I see taxes are just one big cost. So and nobody's really talking about reducing
So hold on.
taxes.
So listen. First of all, everybody's talking about reducing
Yeah,
taxes. The battle is over. Who are you going to reduce them for? Now, what you have to understand is that if you're running for president, all you can do is deal
yeah,
with this at the federal level, right? The federal tax
right,
brackets.
yeah,
Separate from that, some states have a state income tax and some don't. There are cities that have city income taxes in the United States. There are other ways that taxes are collected. There are sales taxes. There are excise taxes on vehicles, property taxes. Often places that have no state
yeah,
income tax have a higher property tax. But that's decided either by states or municipalities or the
right.
Secretary of State. So these are all different things. But I think I take issue with your original premise. Republicans talk about lowering taxes. Democrats talk about lowering taxes. Typically, they both want to make it seem as though they're going to lower them on the middle class. Republicans tend to lower taxes on the very rich, but everybody's talking about taxes all the time, my friend.
No, but I mean, like it's like so. Like I guess what I'm trying to say is like they're not saying, all right, like okay, like we're gonna reduce your, like we're gonna make it like cause see, like here's like what I want, what I want them to kind of say is like, all right, if you make under 50K, you don't pay like any taxes, and nobody's like really said that. And
Well, no,
even with
because
Trump,
that
he
wouldn't
was
work. That would be a
like,
crazy thing to say. That just
yeah,
mathematically it wouldn't work. We wouldn't have roads. We wouldn't have police departments. We wouldn't have firefighters. We wouldn't have Center for Disease Control. We wouldn't have a military. Like, I mean, if everybody making under 50,000 pays zero taxes, we get rid of a whole bunch of the stuff we have. Nobody's saying it because it would never work.
well, I mean, that's I guess that's um I guess why want to work? Isn't that kind of like the whole point of the Democratic Party is like the rich are going to pay for it? Isn't
Yes,
the
but when
whole
you
premise
what you
is
when you look at the tax base, if you say everybody earning under $50,000 a year pays no taxes of any kind, you destroy both federal, state, and local budgets. And there's no question that the very rich, we have a progressive system in the United States, at least for federal taxes. The very rich should be paying more. Somebody like Bernie Sanders would have the rich paying even more than they are. But if you go to zero taxes for everyone at 50K, you're decimating a whole bunch of different budgets if you're including all of the taxes that you listed.
or maybe just like federal. Like let's just take the federal for example. If you
Okay.
say maybe something like, well, my point is because you're going to need that money to survive. So like if like so this is how I see it. I see it as like it's money being swapped. It's like you give um because the point of taxes is it's for the well-being, but if you're already struggling at 50K, like you're not going to be you're going to be struggling at 50K. So if you
Yes.
like right now, like if you're paying like 50, 60, and if you're going to be paying 20K, that's a third of your budget that's gone. So yeah, you might have a road, but guess what? You're not going to have a car. You're not going to you're not going to benefit from any of that stuff. So that's kind of
Yeah.
like
So listen, I
that's
think where we can agree is
yeah,
I'm open to the idea of federally exempting more income from taxation, but the idea of
mm,
zero taxes across the board for everybody 50K and under, I don't think it would quite work. But listen, I appreciate the call. I'll
yeah,
give it more
yeah.
thought. I'm going to hear from a few other people, but a very, very interesting idea.